Well folks, that sign says it all. Road ahead closed. So got to take a drive down the burn there and up the Hillist and down to Falkirk. That's been hitting the head. So we just decided to sit here and tell you a story. Not a very scenic one today, but it's quite a funny one. The road you're looking at there is the Drove Road. The road you're looking at there is the Mill Road. And if you wait long enough, you'll see a learner driver. Because every 5 or 10 minutes there's a learner driver on this road. And today I'm going to tell you a story about my mate, the learner driver. I'm not mentioning his name, all the local chaps will know it anyway. But suffice to say, he was a nervous lad. Sat his driving test once, failed it. Sat his driving test twice, failed it. Third time, he says, this is it, third time lucky. I'm not failing it today. I'm going to listen intently to what my instructor tells me. I'm going to do everything by the book. So he duly starts off, he's on his route. Comes along the Drove Road there, up the Mill Road, round about Armadale, he's doing fine. The driving instructor says to him, right sir, I was going to nearly mention him there, right sir, I've got to ask you to do an emergency stop, which basically entails me tapping the dashboard with my clipboard here and you firing on the brakes and stopping the car in a safe manner. So my mate says to himself, no problem, I'll just watch out for this, watch out for the tap on the dashboard. So a couple of minutes goes by, the chap looks over his shoulder, taps the dashboard, my mate slams on the anchors. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Couldn't have went any better. The instructor says, well sir, that was very, very well done, very well done indeed. I'm not going to ask you to do that again, so carry on your journey. But for some bizarre reason, my mate got it in his head that because the boy says, I'm not going to ask you to do that again, they had to do it again. Oh, you know what's coming next. I'll tell you what's coming next. A jeep and 2 lorries. Don't know where they're heading. Says the road's closed. That's the reason it's closed, because the trucks are there. The guy in the motors wonder what I'm videoing. He may do. He's totally ruined my story. Anyway, my mate, he's driving around, the panic's setting in. He's got it in his head that because the chap's not asked him, he's not going to ask him to do the emergency stop again. He's just going to have to do one. So I'm sorry, it must be one of the funniest things ever. There you go, my mate, he's coming down the Mill Road. Wait, imagine this. He's coming down the Mill Road, the instructor, he's sitting there, everything's perfect with life. He's having a great time, the lad's doing well, and when all of a sudden, my mate just slammed on the brakes. Out of the blue, he's doing 30 mile an hour down the Mill Road and he just slammed on the brakes. The instructor, as he smacks off the windscreen, there's paper everywhere, the pen's up in there. I hope nobody can see me. The instructor's picking his face off the windscreen. He's, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? My mate says, well, he says you weren't going to ask me to do it again. Oh dear me, that was it. That was it. Test over. Fail. That was it. A third time failure. And to this, that was about 15 years ago. And to this day, he still can't drive. And I think the instructor just packed in. His nerves got the better of him. Oh, it's a funny story. You can't help but laugh when you tell that one. So, from the Mill Road and the Drove Road, it's the Craw Road for the driver.